Alright, here's a new fan I got off of Facebook Marketplace in the New York area. This is a Casablanca Delta 2 ceiling fan in the extremely rare champagne finish. When I saw this listing for it, I knew I had to get it. It's pretty pricey, but for the finish it's in, it was definitely worth it. Plus, it came with the K4B in the same finish, so that right there made me want to get it even more. What makes this fan rare in this finish is because this was sold in the very late 90s for like 1996 or 1997 to about 1999. Back when silver looking fans like this weren't that popular, or they weren't really trending like they do nowadays, going into like the 2000s and such. Or more so the mid to late 2000s, this type of finish was more trending in terms of like styling and such. This one specifically is from November 19th, 1997, and it is the 289th fan made that day. I got this honestly because it's a very rare fan, and I just knew I had to get it. And I did have the fan shipped to me because the drive back and forth would have been about 8 hours, and although I am able to drive now, is this driving that long, I don't know, like, since I'm still a bit new with driving, I feel like it would have been a bit much for me. But the fan arrived safely, thankfully. The motor did get bent a little bit in the shipping, like it was just out of place, but I realigned it so now it doesn't, the flywheel doesn't rub against the motor housing. But yeah, the spotlight on this, or the K4B, they're in really good shape. Casablanca was known for having pretty flimsy spotlights, but I feel like it was their more earlier ones that were flimsy. Then like later on in the 90s, they definitely became better. This one's definitely, the joints on them are still in very good shape. I'm not sure if it was like before or after Hunter bottom out that they increased the quality. This one was from after Hunter bought out Casablanca, so this one does use the XLP motor. Not a K55 one though. They could still have one in there, maybe like a spare one. Cause I do know with Casablanca, they did use up all the parts before, instead of like tossing them out if they weren't using it no more. So like with the white and brass Delta I got from Mark Wilson, that one actually has a what is it, a K55 motor. But yeah, here's the tag. Something I do want to try to do is at some point swap the chains for chrome ones. Not that I don't like the brass, it's just on this fan I think it looks a bit strange. I feel like the chrome ones would match the fan better since it's more of a silver look. Plus, not that I dislike brass pull chains, but on a fan like this I feel like more this colored brass that's not as shiny would look, kind of doesn't look as appealing on this fan like chrome would. But this chrome, like this gets less shiny, but with this it looks more like it's really old and such. But yeah, the screen vent right here is only like that because it's sideways. If I have it facing, like if it was like hanging up normally, that would be covered. But yeah, the fan's in really nice shape. Surprisingly, the fan didn't get damaged in shipping. It wasn't packed all too well. Though person did write on the box that was fragile to handle with care, so that definitely helped. Otherwise, I feel like this fan would have got banged up quite a bit in shipping. Basically, the best way to describe it, it's kind of like a silver to a car, in a sense. That's the best way to describe it, I'd say. But yeah, I had been thinking about getting like a Delta 3 brushed nickel and swap the vents on it with the Panama 2 if I was able to find one, but this definitely is a better option, especially because I do like the look of this finish a lot more than brushed nickel. It reminds me of the early 2000s, like the late 90s, early 2000s decor, which It's very, very childhood for me since that's what I remember I wanted as a kid. Seeing silver looking finishes like this. They weren't exactly brushed nickel, but they weren't like a not silver finish and such. It's been a more unique silver decor from back in the day like this. Now I see like a lot of late 90s, early 2000s decorations and such. But yeah, I really do like this finish combo with the bleached oak blades. In the catalog, they did show them with the white blades quite a bit. I definitely plan to try this out with maple blades as well. I already noticed that's gonna look really nice on this. But whenever I do install it in my bedroom, it's definitely gonna use the maple blade. I do like the bleached oak blades, but it just won't match the room as much. Probably I'd rather use those on a different fan if I was to install it somewhere. But yeah, it's definitely like this and the the black rosewood Casablanca Stealth with the Comfort Touch. So these are definitely the two favorite fans I found this year. But probably this one actually. I know like when I tested this Stealth, I said that was my favorite score of the year. Might have to go with this one, especially because of how rare it is and such. And never did I honestly think I'd find one of these for myself. So I know these are very, very sought after. But sometimes things happen, so yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.